What's up, y'all? This is Rainman, and this is gonna be interview with a Juggalo. This is gonna be the first episode, and I got a very special guest on the phone, and his name is NappyJ. What's up, NappyJ?
What's up, Rainman?
What's up, man? Just chilling, just doing my thing. You?
Oh man, I'm just having a few beers, getting ready to barbecue and all that, you know.
Damn, that sounds tasty, man. All right, so we're gonna start the interview right now, and I'm gonna start off with the easy questions, and I'm gonna ask you some little bit of hard questions. So, okay. So first off, how long have you been down with the clown?
Since 1997, it's my 15th year now.
Damn, still raising the hatchet strong, I see. Okay, and
yeah, it's been a long time.
Oh hell yeah, man. I mean, shit, 15 years, that's way long. And okay, and what fascinated you into becoming a Juggalo?
What made me become a Juggalo?
Yeah, what fascinated you?
Well, okay, with ICP, they're doing their Great Malenko tour. It's the very first time they ever reached California. And I used to go to all kinds of different shows back then and everything. And I just happened to end up at one of their shows. I don't remember how exactly. I was kind of, I had a lot to drink. I was kind of fucked up that day, but, and everybody's like, yeah, it's a rap show. And I'm like, I don't go to rap shows. What the fuck, right? and so, anyway, I got in there, and the clowns hit the stage and everything, and I just fell in love with the whole, everything about it. I mean, everybody was just treating me like their brother there. I was up in the front row, I was getting Fago dumped on me, just having the time of my life, and I was like, man, I want to do this again. And, all I know is, like, the next day I went up and started buying up their CDs, everything I could get a hold of, which wasn't much here in California at the time. It was like, at the time, there was, like, the word Juggalo basically didn't even exist yet, you know, as far as, like, here on the West Coast. But, however, you know, it's like, I started getting some more of my friends down with it and stuff, and then, of course, you know, Twisted came out, and, then it was like, okay, good, there's more than one band, finally, you know what I'm saying? It just kept on growing from there, and, yeah, I mean, that's how I got my start into it, and, honestly, like, right now, I mean, there's a lot of Juggalos here on the West Coast, which I think is great. Finally, it's like, it's not just me anymore, you know?
Oh hell yeah, man! And what was your first song that you could remember that ICP or Twisted played that you will always remember?
Damn. The one that really grabbed my attention first off was Pass Me By ICP. Like, I've been a Christian my whole life, right? And, you know, that was the one song, like, you know, I was listening to it, you know, I've been listening to hardcore music, you know, my whole life and everything, and I listened to Great Malenko for the first time, and that last track came on, I was like, okay, good. There actually is a deeper meaning behind everything. It's not just a bunch of crazy, zany, I'm gonna stab your face nonsense. There's like, there's actually a spiritual meaning, something like a moral message behind it all.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. That's the song that got me, you know, listening to ICP and becoming a Juggalo. And besides underground music, I understand you like some like hardcore bands, you know? Like, what's your favorite bands?
Like outside of Psychopathic?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, like I grew up listening to stuff like Metallica, but back before they became a mainstream band. They're one of the biggest hardcore bands, you know, as far as the underground had to offer. So, bands like that, Slayer, Pantera, oh god, I mean, it's like Beer Factory, just, I mean, it's like, you know, Sepultura. I don't know if you've ever heard of any of those bands.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, then, of course, Slipknot, when they came out, I was like, just loving that shit. You know, I didn't even care about the whole rivalry between them and the Clowns, you know, back in the day or whatever. I was just like, man, these guys are badass.
Oh yeah, man, that was pretty freaking awesome. Do you like any Ozzy?
R&B?
Ozzy? You know?
Oh, Ozzy. Oh, yeah. Actually, I've been an Ozzy Osbourne fan since, since I was in diapers. I mean, I grew up on that stuff.
Damn.
Black Sabbath, everything, man.
Oh hell yeah. What was your reaction whenever you heard that or you saw that he bit the bat's head off? You know, like they thought that it was supposed to be a fake bat, but he actually got a real bat and bit the head off. What you thought about that?
Oh man, actually the first time I heard about that, I laughed my ass off because I found out they had to drag Ozzy Osbourne off stage to get him rabies shots. It was completely by accident. But yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay, I'm 37 years old and everything. I'm old enough to remember what the 1980s were like, and anybody that listens to heavy metal, basically if you listen to Ozzy Osbourne, you're stigmatized as a devil worshiper, you know, and yeah, I remember, I mean, I'd go to school with an Ozzy Osbourne shirt on or whatever, and everybody would give me these crazy ass looks like, oh, that guy bit the head off of that. He's wearing a shirt representing, stay away from that kid, you know. And I just kind of laughed. I'm like, yeah, whatever, punk, you know. So basically, when I became a juggalo, it was such an easy transition because everybody already hated me anyway.
Hell yeah. What were your thoughts whenever ICP they went on Howard Stern, and Sharon Osbourne was there, and they were causing a fight with her. She was saying that they were a joke, and ICP they're all saying that she's a little bitch, and ICP they got a lot of respect from that from a lot of other bands because no one had the balls enough to tell Sharon Osbourne that she's a bitch and all that stuff on public radio. What was your opinion about that? About ICP and Sharon Osbourne?
Well, actually, I'm a huge Ozzy fan, right? But I've never really been so much of a fan of Sharon Osbourne. She's been known for a long time as being kind of a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
And, she picks on people. I mean, she's called all kinds of bands that I like to joke, way before ICP and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm on the phone with the lady from Target.
I wouldn't say a rivalry, but she was trying to kind of hold back their career. Just for the simple fact that when Metallica would open up for Ozzy Osbourne, most people actually went there to see Metallica, and once they got off the stage, they'd leave. And yeah, I mean, personally, I thought it was just completely awesome for somebody to finally stand up to that shit. I mean, I could never stand her to begin with. I mean, her husband's awesome, and I think it's great that he's still around. Mm-hmm. But as for her, it's kind of like, yeah, that's what I'm one of those people who personally think that the world would probably be a better place if she wasn't around, you know?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Whenever they made that bet with, with Sharon Osbourne saying that she bet them, $250,000, I believe, and the next album was said to be the Wraith, what was your thoughts on that? Did you think that she was going to be screwed, or do you think that ICP needed a lot of work to be done? Oh, I was saying, when she bet them $300,000 or so they wouldn't sell their next album that would sell 250,000 copies to be exact. Did you think that she was going to be screwed because it was going to be the final Joker card, or did you think ICP wouldn't sell that much?
Well, the best story I've heard so far is just from the Clown. Sharon Osbourne's never said anything about it. Like, apparently from what they're saying is that they actually won the bet. And so that $50,000 actually not to go straight to them, but it was supposed to be donated to the charity of their choice. And she never actually came through with it. I mean, me personally, I don't actually check out to see how many albums they sell or whatever. I know they've done albums out there. I don't even know how many copies of the Wraith they sold, to be honest with you. And, but yeah, if they won the bet, and Sharon Osbourne never actually paid for her into the deal. I know she's got money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? $50,000 to her is like $50 to us, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
And so for her not to do that, it just tells me something about it, how she must be in real life. Like, it's like, she can't be good.
Yeah. And let's see, what was the question? Oh, yes, and you're known to be a Juggalo YouTuber, and what inspired you to become to like make videos on YouTube?
Honestly, okay, when I got on YouTube at first, back in '09, I looked up Juggalo videos, and pretty much at the time, all I saw was just basically a B-2. Back at that time, the Juggalo Holocaust wasn't really making too much of a name for themselves just yet. It was the Tulsa Anti-Juggalo League.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically all I saw was videos by the Tulsa Anti-Juggalo League, and then, versus the Juggalos and the Juggalos versus them right back, and that's basically all everybody was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a few other YouTube haters against it that were basically saying that, oh, Juggalos don't take care of their kids, they don't do shit, they suck, I mean, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
So, my actual first edited piece that I ever put on YouTube was this thing called NappyJ's Parenthood. And it was to prove that, at the time I was with a girl that had a baby and stuff, and we were taking damn good care of that kid, right?
Uh-huh.
And I videotaped the whole thing. I showed physical proof that Juggalos are carrying guns like everybody else. And anyway, along the way, I was like, I was talking to some people, like the boy Blue, this one guy, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He hasn't been on YouTube in a while. C-Dog 187.
C-Dog 187. I've heard of that name, yeah.
Yeah, he's on the original Juggalo Nation movie. He's the dude with the long hair. And anyway, I was talking to him, Boy Blue, and a couple other people, and we were just like, hey, why don't we make a movie that actually has both sides of the argument? And we get the Juggalos, the anti-Juggalos, and the Juggalos into one movie. That way, everybody can make a determination rather than having a biased video from one side or the other. Just kind of throw everything all into one mix called Juggalo Nation. And at first, everybody's like, I don't know if I want to be on a movie with Don Coggins and the Brown Madman and all those guys, but however, I was able to pull it off anyway, and I've gotten mixed reviews on it, which is why I came up with Juggalo Nation 2 to make it all about us. It's a celebration of us being around for 20 years to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that's what inspired me to get my start. I wanted to prove the haters wrong.
Oh yeah, that's pretty reasonable. When did you okay, so you started off YouTube by proving the haters wrong, and then you're still doing that today, but in a less in a less prove me wrong situation. And like, for example, okay, so you used the Juggalo Nation video to prove to the haters that not all Juggalos are bad or shit like that, and you included haters, but in the Juggalo Nation 2, you included all the other Juggalos, like it was just a Juggalos video, right?
Well, pretty much. Let me see how do I phrase this. That was like 2.5 years ago, so a lot of stuff happened since then. I'm trying to remember everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I was living in Kansas back then and stuff, raising a family. Now I'm back here in California getting ready to get married, and I'm a little drunk on top of that, so yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
But basically, I mean, the whole idea behind it was just that, it wasn't necessarily just to make Juggalos look good, because, I mean, let's face it, no matter what we do, there's going to be somebody that hates on us anyway. I mean, I could become president of the United States, and all the anti-Juggalos will still be like protesting, going, fuck that motherfucker, man. He's a Juggalo, he's a piece of shit, fuck that motherfucker. Meanwhile, I'm the president of the United States, So, it wasn't really necessarily to make us look good. It was to actually put both sides of the argument into one movie. And the unfortunate part was a lot of haters ended up hating on that movie even more because there was only a total of 3 haters versus like 20 Juggalos, and they're just like, hey, what the fuck? There should have been like 10 Juggalos and 10 anti-Juggalos, and my answer to that was like, okay, then you should have stepped up and done something. Okay? I gave everybody like 3 months to film something against me, and I just took what I had and put together, and everybody's crying, going, oh, you're Juggalo because you put haters in the this sucks because it's biased, and I was like, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, only like 3 anti-jugglers actually had the balls to work with them.
Oh yeah, that's I thought I recognized the brown madman. I was like, oh shit, yeah, he definitely looks like a pedophile.
Who's that?
Oh, what was that?
What was that?
Oh, I said, yeah, I thought I recognized the brown madman, I believe, and
Oh, yeah, that guy.
yeah, and you know, CPN was right. He does look like a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that looks like the caveman from the Geico commercial.
oh hell yeah. And next question. Let's see. What's your opinion about? Okay, so you heard. So of course, every juggler heard about what happened 2 years ago in the gathering about Tio Tequila, and then last year it was no, not last year. This past gathering of juggalos, Charlie Sheen was up on there, and what was your opinion about Charlie Sheen and Tio Tequila? Like, what was your opinions for them whenever they were at the gathering?
Well, personally, my thought is Tequila has no business being there.
Mm-hmm.
People on stage getting stuff thrown at them is nothing else. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I remember reading numerous interviews by bands that have played there, and they'd be watching the band ahead of them, whoever they may be. What was the band that was reading? That was Mushroom Head, and they were scared as hell to play at the gathering because of the fact that the band performed, everybody's yelling, you fucked up, and throwing stuff at them. They walk off the stage bloody. This is like 3 years ago, mind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mushroom Head got up on stage, rocked, just completely rocked from what I heard. Nothing got thrown on them. Everybody was happy. It was all good. It was all good. So, for Tequila not to do her homework first before coming out and playing the show was a mistake on her part, and it was a mistake on the part of whoever signed her to be on her to begin with, whether it was ICP, Billy Bill, whoever organizes the gathering to begin with. It was a huge mistake. And from the video footage that I've seen, she actually started throwing stuff at the audience first,
Mm-hmm.
and then wondered why people were throwing shit back at her. I'm not saying it's right to hurt it, and a woman on stage or whatever. It did happen. That was a big mess. Okay?
Yeah.
It should not have happened, no matter which way you look at it. But that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But Charlie Sheen, though, damn. I mean, I've been a Charlie Sheen fan since the 1980s. Okay?
Yeah.
So when I first heard that Charlie Sheen might be playing, I thought, started doing backflips, going, holy shit! You know, I was like, that's fucking badass. So
Yeah.
I mean, personally, yeah, it's mainstream, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with mixing up the mainstream and some underground in with each other a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah, man. Okay, next question. So there's a lot of people out there that are saying that ICP sold out and they're going mainstream and shit like that. What's your opinion? Do you think they sold out? And if not, why do you think they haven't sold out?
Alright. Yeah, I've actually been debating this with some people and everything. I'm pretty prepared for this. But no, I don't think they sold out. Because, okay, here's the thing. Like, they started off with an axe murderer, kind of, like, might have been more of a rock sound, with the original inner city posse and the carnival of pines, it might have been recorded in Violent J's mom's basement and all that, but, they have modernized their sound, you could tell they got more money in their pockets to put into producing now.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to me, doesn't actually make them mainstream, it just means that they've advanced, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But, however, they still have the same exact, kind of, every single album they've ever made has always had some kind of happy whatever, that's never changed, but there's always been like an axe murderer feel to it. Like, even Bang Boom had the wicked shit. It might not have been as much wicked shit as everybody wanted, but, To Catch a Predator, and the song about killing pedophiles, that was pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
If you have found a body, was still keeping it wicked. And all that, and I think that, personally, I think the Money Death Box stuff is going
Yeah.
And personally, no, I don't think they sold out. Because if they would have sold out, they'd be doing songs with Britney Spears, they'd be doing songs with Justin Bieber, or whoever, you know. That's them selling out right there. You know what I mean? You don't see them going to tour with, I don't know, whoever's popular right now. I don't listen to the radio, but you don't see them going to tour with them. They do their own shows. I mean, this last tour, I mean, who did they tour with? Blaze and Twisted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they didn't tour with whoever, some major megastar, you know, and selling out shows in big, massive arenas and stuff. You know, that's my thought on it. You know, they have not sold out.
Yeah. And speaking of the Mighty Death Pop, they've been putting a lot of hype since last year's Hollow Wicked, and you know, a lot of people are wondering what's gonna be on it now. Are you hyped for the Mighty Death Pop for it to come out?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait, man. The day it hits the stores, man, I'm gonna be there. Just like every other album, you know.
Oh hell yeah, man! I mean, I know there's gonna be 3 different versions for it, and you know, and a lot of people seem to be whining about that. Like they're like, yeah, they're just wanting a lot of money, otherwise they wouldn't be selling 3 different versions, you know. But it's like what Violent J said. Violent J said, you know what? Don't buy the CDs, just steal them, you know, so that they won't complain that they are money hunger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, a lot of people are trying to say that ICP they try to use the Dark Carnival reference just to gain money out of it. And, you know, that seems to piss me off, and yet they're still listening to ICP and Twisted and all that. And like I said in my status on Facebook, if you think they sold out, or if you think that they're using a Dark Carnival reference just to get a lot of money, you know what? Don't drink Faygo, because if it wasn't for them, Faygo wouldn't have been popular. Twisted, Blazed wouldn't be on there because of ICP and all that shit, you know?
Uh-huh.
And
yeah, actually, I caught that Facebook posting. I'm actually subscribed to your status updates using some other interesting people. Like, you know, like every time you update your status, you'll take my phone as a text message just to let you know.
oh yeah, yeah. And let's see. Shit, let me find my charger. Okay. And the next question. Do you think nowadays, as for being a juggalo, to a lot of other people, they think that it's not about family love no more. It's not about respect. It's not about, you know, all that stuff. It's not about respect, unities, all that. It's all about popularity. Do you think it's all about popularity, or do you think it's something else?
Well, you know what? The honest God fact is like this. You know, it's like, you know, you get up on the internet as a juggalo, you're going to get a lot of hate, right?
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, you're going to get a lot of love. I mean, personally, as a juggalo, I've never gotten so much love in my life, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
And especially lately, I've been catching a lot of people's attention. A lot of people are, I'm getting a lot more subscribers, a lot more friends on Facebook that are checking me out and stuff. And, but anyway, like I was saying, with the hate, that's the only place I ever get the hate from is on the, actually just on the internet. I've yet to actually ever meet an anti-juggalo in person. But however, at the same time, it isn't popular. It's not a popular thing at all, you know what I mean? I mean, it might have gotten a little bit big with Miracles for about 5 minutes as far as mainstream goes.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I can't really see anybody using the juggalo thing to try to become popular. I mean, there's no way in hell on God's green earth or wherever that anybody can ever start to become popular by walking around with face paint on. You're going to scare the hell out of people. I mean, people are going to be like looking at you, crossing the street to get the hell away from you, realistically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the popularity thing to me doesn't even make sense. Unless, of course, you know, you're talking about maybe on the internet, on a nationwide or even global level, because, you know, there's juggalos all over the world at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But, however, in most places that I've been to, most people don't want to hang out with juggalos. They're kind of scared of us, you know? So,
oh, yeah.
My answer to that is, yeah, I mean, it's not a popularity thing. I mean, I'll give you an example, too. I mean, my fiancée Catherine here, ever since she's come out, just a few months ago, as a juggalette, she's actually lost friends over it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, damn, that's just weird. I can't even listen to you know, they're a little bit younger. My fiance's 24, I'm 37, right? And some of her friends are all into the Twilight stuff, but they're all into the Harry Potter, Justin Bieber kind of stuff or whatever, right? So when you're making them saying Clown Posse did this shit kind of shit, it's like, what the fuck, right? You're in that stuff, you know what the hell is, right? So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of them was making threats at me and shit.
Oh, wow, shit.
So, yeah, I was like, damn, it can't be a popularity thing. Maybe an internet popularity thing, but definitely not an in-person popularity thing. I mean, honestly, like all the friends that I have right now, I've been friends with them before I even discovered I was Juggalo. And they stayed friends with me and everything, but I've never actually made any physical friends by being one, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And, this goes off to the next question. This is just a random question. If you could get, like, ICP or Twisted, Blaze, ABK, Boondocks, whoever on Psychopathic, if you could get one of them to do a collab with any artist that's on a band, for example, Metallica, Ozzy, or, you know, any other band, any band that, you know, plays instruments, who would you choose?
Damn, I don't even know, man. Well, honestly, like, I'm really feeling Boondocks music. It reminds me of where I live at. As a matter, to me personally, as a matter of fact, like, you know, for my wedding, you know, that'd be the shit if, like, the Boondocks came on and played that thing. ICP would be great, but they'd make a big ass mess with the Fago, honestly. But I'm renting a community center, well, you know, for my reception and all that, and I've got to clean up the mess when we're done, so I'd have to go with someone a little less messy. They probably ruin my at the time, not wife,
yeah.
dress and everything. So yeah, I'd have to go. Yeah, probably Boondocks.
Hell yeah, man. And let's see. Oh yeah, okay. So in your video, this is pretty much you know, a question that a lot of people are wondering. In your video, you said you're saying goodbye to YouTube. What was your feelings before? Like, what was your feelings when you're making that video, after you made it, and then your feelings the next day when you saw people trying to support you to stay on YouTube? What was your feelings on those?
Damn, dude. I mean, honestly, that meant the world to me because, okay, let me take you back a little bit, alright? Because this has been one hell of a crazy year for me. It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Just like last February, my stepdad got murdered by cops. Okay. And it really, I mean, I was really close with that guy. I miss him. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love for him, and but he was gunned down by cops over some bullshit. And something like, you know, most of the time I'm you know, for the most part I'm kind of getting over it, but other times I'm kind of like, it's kind of stuck in my head still, you know? And that was just one of those nights. When I posted that video, I was like, oh, I just got the NAC partnership for YouTube and stuff like that, and I've invested tons of money into what I do and everything, right? And I'm looking around and I'm seeing a lot of people, like, I'm not talking about you or necessarily the boy blue or anybody in particular, but I was noticing a lot of people that don't really do shit across the internet all of a sudden get partnerships for just basically sit in front of a webcam, and I was just like, and some of my stuff is way more views than these people.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how the hell did that happen, you know? And I lost it for a minute. And anyway, I woke up and I was still feeling down. I turned my computer on, and I was just about to actually delete my account when I see all these videos, shout-outs to NappyJ, stay on YouTube. I was just like, wow. I mean, it blew my mind, you know, and I changed my mind right there on the spot. And it was just like, damn, I mean, I was at that point where it just felt like nobody would miss me, you know what I mean? And then I realized people actually would. And it's just, damn, I was just thinking myself, man, you trying to make a ninja cry here or something? Yeah. Honestly, I almost did cry. Not to look like a little bitch or anything like that, but I almost did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I saw your point, you know, I mean, you know, you got people up on YouTube that don't deserve partnership, because what do? They just sit down in front of their laptop, they say if they say like 10-minute stuff, they wait for like 5 minutes for their video to upload and then shit like that. What do? You film it. You film your stuff inside and outside the house. You upload your videos onto a program and then you edit it, and then it takes a lot of time and work just to do that stuff. And then it's like this. You're doing hard work just to entertain people and just to express yourself, and then you have people that are just saying shit on the computer that they don't even edit or anything like that. It's like hard work does not mean anything no more. It's you have to
Yeah.
it's something like that. So yeah, that's completely understandable, man.
Yeah, but honestly though, it's like I said in the video the next day when I said I wasn't going anywhere, it's like, I forgot what was actually important was, making the videos. It was, the fact that people do watch my stuff and like it, I forgot what was important. And to me, like, honestly, I was kind of feeling stupid a little bit, And, but, I'm still getting shout-out videos to this day since then, and it's just like, wow. You know what I mean? And even my fiance, she's been getting shouted out in a lot of the same videos, so I think it's great. To me, it's actually really weird. I guess you could call it a fan base, but to me, it's actually weird to have one for the stuff that I do, because I just kind of figured, I just upload stuff, nobody gives a shit, like most videos out there, and just the simple fact that people actually have become fans of my stuff to me actually just like, wow, it means the world, man. You know what I mean? It's like, and a lot of the people that say that they're fans of me, I'm fans of them too.
Mhm.
So it's very, very like, wow. So I'm not planning on going anywhere, man. That's Juggalo Nation 3 though. That's my next big thing.
Hell yeah, man. I'm looking.
And yeah, I want to make one about the Juggalo. Because I don't know if you noticed in the first two movies, there wasn't really hardly any girls at all in the movies, and I want to make I love the Juggalettes out there. A lot of Juggalettes I talk to, I consider my sisters. I'm engaged to one here, and they've been with me through thick and thin, and I want to do a bit. I wanted to dedicate a movie to them, and this is a celebration of our sisters out there. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to that one already, and like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Juggalo Nation 1 and Juggalo Nation 2. Now, Juggalo Nation 3, that's gonna be something, just for the Juggalettes.
Yeah, the only problem I'm having though is getting the whole thing going, because there really isn't any Juggalettes where I live at besides my fiance. So I can't make it just all about her, It's like, I don't know if you know how it worked with the first two, where people actually email me footage. It's filming, and we do one big mega collaboration type of thing,
Oh yeah, man.
And a lot of the filming for it has been, for one reason or another, it's gotten completely screwed up. My buddy Chris Myers, who is one of the producers of Part 2, was supposed to make it to the gathering, but however, some crap happened, he couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of ironic what happened, because about a week before the last gathering, his mom had gotten robbed. And when the cops came by, they noticed that there was a DVD copy of Juggalo Nation 2 on her table there in the living room and everything, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, who did that? And Chris was like, it's mine. And they took him to jail for being a gang member.
Damn.
Yeah, so Juggalo Nation 2 ironically kind of halted production on Juggalo Nation 3 for a little while. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to get it restarted back up again next year.
Hell yeah.
And, it might take a couple of years before it's actually out, but it's going to be done.
Hell yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, and once people hear about this, they're gonna be, building hype for it, and you've been loved on YouTube, you've been hated on YouTube, especially on the internet, and is there anything you like to say for the Juggalos, the Juggalettes, and anyone who is a hater out there? Would you like to tell them something?
Hey, you know what? I got honest to God practice for anybody. I don't care who they are. Thank you for watching my stuff. including the haters, because, I mean, honest to God, fact that someday I am going to make partnership, and for every view that they give me, it's only pushing me there quicker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, for the juggalos and the juggalettes that watch my stuff, I mean, even the ones that don't watch my stuff, I got mad love for them, man. They're all my brothers and sisters to my family, man. And, all we got to say is, whoop, whoop, much clown love.
Hell yeah, man. And thank you for being on my first interview with the Juggalo episode on here. And, you know...
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, no problem, no problem. And, you know, hopefully this is big, and for those of y'all that are watching out there, keep up with 2 and all the way up. So, whoop whoop, much clown love, y'all.
Much clown love, man. Peace.